Shut up and sit down.
Hello and welcome to Unearthed. I am your host, Philadelphia, and today on the show, good friend, fellow Philadelphian, East Coast, fuck you, all that, super fun. Please welcome Andrew Barr. Andrew, how's it going?
I'm really good. I'm regretting not getting like a cheesesteak for this, or maybe even a poo-poo platter, maybe. So I'm good otherwise.
I got some tasty cake, so I think we have it covered. So,
Good choice.
Always a good choice. No such thing. It's a bad choice there. So, you are first, as you have requested the movie we are watching today.
Yes.
No one has done that. They usually come on. You were the first to say, I want to come on. I want to do this.
I don't follow the rules. So
no, it's fine. It's a change of pace. So you requested Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Yes.
Why did you request that one?
It's a movie that I've only ever seen one clip from.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe two, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And everything looks and sounds like it's a movie that's right up my bad cheese alley.
Okay.
Right. And I've been excited to watch it. I've just never really had the opportunity until now.
All right. So little background. This was released in August of '87. It is directed by patron saint of the channel, Andy Sedaris. To this show, anyway. I love Andy Sedaris. It's just me. A little bit about me. I am actually on a fan page in Facebook for. It's great. It's super fun. So, the movie is primarily filled with playmates.
Perfect.
Yep. Except for one guy who went on to be on, I think, like Young and the Restless or something. I got to double check that. And ended up spending his entire career doing a soap opera, so it wasn't too bad.
Look, that soap opera money, it pays for a lot.
It sure does. So this is the second in what is referred to as, and I want to make sure I get this title right, the Bullets, Bombs, and Boobs series. The first being Malibu Express. Eventually, I'm going to cover all of them here. That'll happen because I feel like they should just be seen. Before this, Andy Sedaris actually won a bunch of Emmys for his time spent with the NFL. He is known to pioneer what is called the honey shot, which is he would, during clips between commercial or like in between plays, he would do close-ups of cheerleaders or pretty girls at sporting events. So that lives on today. So anyway, we're in for a treat. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think the less I try to explain this movie, the better. Okay. So with that, we'll break. We'll go to the trailer, and when we come back, me and you will go over some notes. So
I'm so excited.
Stay tuned, kids.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It has it all. The awesome, pristine beauty of the land. The warm caress of perfect beaches. The tantalizing wetness of the blue Pacific. Hawaii. It's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there. Four of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. They're undercover, but not under-equipped. On this mission, there's hard flying, hard playing, hard fighting.
Agents are everywhere.
Have no mercy. Kill them all.
This ain't no hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
And we're back. So, Andrew, that was Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Initial thoughts?
I there's just so much. There's so much happening.
There's a lot of there are legitimately like 3 or 4 plots happening at once in this film. So yeah.
Honestly, I have a favorite one, and we'll get into that one later.
Is it the snake?
Oh, it's absolutely the
It's
snake.
totally the snake.
It's totally the snake.
The snake's the best.
Snake's the best villain of the movie.
Oh my, I don't know, man. Seth is pretty great. So
I mean, yes, but does he bite a guy in the face?
we'll get into Seth because oh boy. Okay. So the movie opens. We get Rowdy and Donna hanging out by the Malibu Express.
Right.
Nice nod to the previous film. And then we get the line that I still never understood what this means. Where she's like, she says something, and he's like, I got better things to do with my body temperature. I'm like, I don't get that. I don't understand that at all.
There are so many lines in here.
Oh,
Like,
I wrote
every
down
time-
a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Especially with him.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Which, by the way, that man has a jawline that can cut through concrete.
Oh, no, absolutely. He is fantastic. Oh.
But,
so
yeah,
he's the guy that ends up he's the soap opera guy. Bold and the Beautiful. That's what it is. From 87 to 2012. So, yeah. And he is a bass player. So,
Okay.
a lot going on there. So,
got a
yeah.
lot of things going in his favor.
good for him. Yeah, super good jaw. Yeah, he could I want to see a movie with him and Bruce Campbell. Make it happen.
Oh my God.
That could be a film. I will start fanficking that later on. So anyway, we're a minute 35 in, and Donna's just nude.
Yeah.
That just is happening right away.
I think my first note was literally right away, boobs.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, they don't call this, they don't call this Bob's Bullets and Babes Boobs for nothing. So yeah. Every minute of that. Every minute. So many boobs.
Like,
so many boobs.
No, it was like right away, boobs. Malibu Express. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally my first note.
And then we cut to the scene with the Molokai cops.
Yeah.
Where they're going. I love the line where the one guy's like, I got a month to retire, but you're so dead. Oh,
I know. I even wrote 1 month away, 1 month from retiring. Welp, have fun being dead.
Yeah, no. So totally dead. Shades and the crew just hang them up and shoot them. So.
By the way,
Shades.
Best Shades ever.
Real serious about his throwing.
Yeah.
Real serious. So
we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Oh yeah. But then we get to the opening credits, and I unapologetically love these opening credits.
Me too.
Like that was creative. That was really super creative.
Honestly, I was watching those opening credits, and I legit thought to myself, "These are legit good. This is like something like Saul Bass would make from the 1960s, and it's
absolutely
creative, and the music's great.
Yeah,
it's really cool."
No, I love it. I really do. So then we get introduced to the hero of the piece, the snake.
Oh
God! So there's 2 snakes. Apparently, this is rare to have snakes on this island, but now there's 2. And I was like, and as soon as you see that, you're like, oh well, something's gonna get fucked up here.
The moment that you see drool hanging off the side of its mouth.
Oh man! And then we get the drunk crane operator from Wishmaster who's driving the forklift. So
he knocks like the straps off of this thing and
very easily, by the way.
Yeah, and doesn't even stop. He's just kind of like, all right, and he
Why was this thing not in a metal cage?
That's a good question.
Why would you put this in a crate? I mean, so the movie can happen. Like I get it, but
I mean, yeah, but like. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, absolutely go.
At one point, like a little bit later,
yeah,
when it's still in its crate in this helicopter.
Mhm.
I literally thought to myself, I want this snake to escape and cut the radio line.
You're not far off. So, and we'll get into the journey of the snake later because I feel like this thing got around a lot. So, anyway, we get the snake, and then we get our first meeting with Donna and Taryn, where Taryn is just, going out for a morning swim, taking a shower topless, and then
you take a shower with your top on?
I mean, outside I might, but that's me, and I have Catholic shame. So, fun story about this scene, it passes the Bechdel test.
Oh my God.
This movie passes the Bechdel test. I want you to just live with that for a minute.
No, it's soaking in.
Yep, that whole scene. Yep, they have a conversation about the job, never mention an actual guy, passing the Bechdel test. So,
which by the way,
yes.
They're DEA agents, I believe.
Yep. Well, Donna's a DEA agent. Taryn is training to be one, but she's in witness protection.
Sure.
Yes,
these people have the worst cover.
Though that is not how that works, if I do remember correctly. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Maybe that is how it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe it is. I'm no expert.
I really am not. So that's probably how it works. I feel like maybe no, but whatever. And then the next thing I wrote is you couldn't pay me to get in that tiny ass plane. Because tiny planes scare me.
That whole plane sequence just
with
the
theme song for the
dope ass theme song.
Totally great theme song, by the way.
That theme song,
and I do love that it's interspliced with tourism video for Molokai, like come to Molokai, like that's great.
Yeah,
this song, it's it's going to be funny. A few days from now, you're going to be at home, and all of a sudden in your head, you're going to be like, "It's a hot ticket to Hawaii." Anthony Tisdale still sings that to this day, and I 100% take credit for that.
Oh, I'm seeing him tomorrow actually, and I'll definitely
just start humming that, and he'll just like die a little because it doesn't. Once it's in there, it's in there. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this movie so much. So, but then we are introduced to the actual villain, even though he's in it for a combined total of 8 minutes, Mr. Chang.
Yes.
Who's not Asian.
No.
I know later on they throw in some dialogue. He's half Asian, half British. I'm like, the half Asian must be on the lower half of his body because he does not look Asian at all.
And when the first time I saw him, I was like, this dude's the villain.
Oh, totally.
There's no doubt. The way he
just
dressed
loses the villain. He just chews the scenery. It's great.
There's something about the way that his mouth is just slanted, like when you first see him, and he's carrying what looks like a cane, but it's way too small.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, then we get the little RC helicopter, which is legitimately dope. Yeah. So that's a staple in Andy Sedaris films. There's always like RC, like cars or helicopters, like some shit. Like, I love that kind of tiny stuff. So it is always around, but it is like that is a really awesome little toy helicopter. Like, I love that thing. Not a kid's toy though. Absolutely not.
No. They
make it a point to say this is no kid's toy. I'm like, I mean, if you had some dope parents, it's a kid's toy. But,
yeah. I bet you have one like somewhere in your like closet.
No, I don't. So I never got into the RC craze, so I don't know what to tell you. It's just not my thing. So then this is after Taryn and Donna already have picked up the snake that's supposed to go to some wildlife reserve, but it's really the poison snake. We'll get into the poison later. But they also drop off the honeymooners on the other side of the island. Some remote thing, which is they're gonna fuck. Like, they're just remotely fucking. Like,
they were doing that in the helicopter already.
Pretty much, yeah. They were like already like, we are boning the second you are out of eyesight. So I mean, it's their honeymoon. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then this toy helicopter then we get into the shootout, which involves the bad guys shooting and Donna and Taryn throwing a ninja star
Out of her boot.
out of her. God bless her. But also Taryn just throwing nunchucks at a guy.
I was like, that's not how. I was like, when I first saw the nunchucks, I was like, why do you have nunchucks?
Everybody in this movie has nunchucks.
And no one knows how to use them right.
It's all nunchucks and bazookas and tiny handheld guns. So, except for when it's a Uzi.
Yeah. And one knife.
One tiny knife.
A very tiny knife. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, anyway, they break up some kind of thing. They make away with it. And then we have to go to Donna's favorite place because it's where she does the best thing in the jacuzzi. They're in this jacuzzi for 8 fucking seconds.
Yes.
But
I
they
even
find out
wrote
they
that
stole
line.
diamonds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, that jacuzzi bit also constantly comes back repeatedly in all the later films.
Of course.
That is always there.
It's the best place to do your thinking.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If I owned a jacuzzi, I would probably think of that thing a lot.
I would do. Let's be honest.
Let's be real, okay?
Yeah.
That would be, you would always catch me in there. Like, what are you doing? I'm cooking. Why are you in a hot tub? Because I can be.
You've never heard of sous vide?
Yo, I would do that. Oh, that's great. Sous vide hot tubs. Make it a thing. Internet, someone do it, please. Oh my God, I kind of want to do that now, but that's me. Anyway. Sorry, I just need some coffee here. So, all right. So we get, where am I at? Then we go to Edie's place.
Yes.
For the restaurant scene with the big time TV producer and Charlotte for the rape scene.
Okay. Couple things.
And then I will follow it up with something you weren't expecting, but go.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna actually start with something that you probably weren't expecting.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's Andy Sedaris, right?
That is Andy Sedaris. That's what I was going to tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
So Andy Sedaris,
Yes.
no joke.
Yeah.
Looks very, very, very similar to my stepdad.
Oh, you must have had some complicated feelings during this scene.
I didn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
Like, it literally looked at him and I immediately took a real deep inhale.
As you should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that line, well, what was it? You practically raped me last night.
And that's like a throwaway line. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, movie, stop. We need to investigate this. But then he's immediately like, well, that was last night. I'm like, that's still a crime though, bud.
Yeah.
That's not how things work.
It's assault.
Oh, and then poor Patty shows up to interrupt the conversation. But we get like, all right, this is in the top 5. She's as most of the women are, she's very ample. And then she says, can I get you anything? And he stares her right in the boobs and says, I'll have a pair of coffee.
That was one of the best lines of the movie, though.
That was at the top 5. It's not the number 1, but I'll get to because the number 1's going to come up real quick.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm excited to see what.
Oh God! So all right. Oh God! Yeah. Then we meet Seth, the other bad guy in the film,
who looks like a coworker of mine from a previous job.
This movie is just like a real weird experience for you, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So anyway, Seth's henchmen show up to go for the whole the diamond heist got bungled. Seth, number 1 line of the movie, by the way.
Okay.
When he yells at his henchmen for being idiots, and he says, "If brains were bird shit, you'd have a clean cage." I fucking love that line, dude. It's just so good. Oh,
that must have now registered for me because I don't remember that. It's brilliant.
Oh, it's so good. It's like every time I watch this movie, I get giddy when I know that line's coming. This is the scene. It's so good. Oh, I fucking love this. It's so good. It's so good. Fucking Seth is the best. Oh God. So anyway, then we go back to Donna and Terrence, and then the movie poster gag that I love. Those are all older Andy Sedaris films.
Yes.
Yes. 7 is God,
Wait,
it was
even
like
the
19
German one?
The German one, yeah, is a German poster for the movie 7, which was one of his. It was like 79.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's it's fun. It's like a bunch of hitmen show up. Martin Cove is in it, and a few other guys you would kind of register, but hard to find. But I got to track that one down. But that's
Okay.
another episode for another day. And then Malibu Express was the movie before this one.
Right.
Yes, which features another. So you'll hear them mention the name Abilene a lot.
Okay.
That is a running theme. There's always an Abilene in these movies. The last one made. So in the movie Hard Ticket to Hawaii, they say that he left and made the movie Malibu Express, even though that was somehow also the movie before this one. But there is some kind of a continuity. But the running theme for the Abilene family is none of them can shoot straight. They can't hit anything. That goes through the rest because there's a new Abilene in the next movie, and then after that, there's another one, but he's the same guy for the rest of them. But like that is the running gag of they just can never hit a target with a gun. So why they're agents, I don't know. I feel like that's something you have to pass.
Yeah, I mean, like there is some shooting done in this movie, which
Is questionable.
Very questionable.
Yes.
But was clearly there just to show the effects budget.
Yes. Oh my God, wait, I almost forgot. After the Seth scene, we also have the racist karate joke scene.
Yes!
Which I don't want to talk about.
The only thing I will say during this is they're making their own sound effects.
I do appreciate that because I've done that when I was pretending to be in a karate movie.
Oh, everyone
did. I would like to believe I didn't make like racist accents, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, 87 was a different time. It wasn't really that different. Probably not, unfortunately, actually.
Probably not.
So, anyway, I do love that they get the sandwich with the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're secret agents. I love when we keep that going. Yeah.
And then they burn that, but for some reason the styrofoam doesn't burn.
Yeah. I got nothing. I don't know how styrofoam works.
I don't either.
I don't know. It's fine. I'm pretty sure that burns pretty quick, though. But anyway.
It really does.
So then we get the posters, and then we get the people breaking in because they know who Donna and Taryn are. More nunchucks.
Yes.
So many nunchucks.
Okay, so hold on. At one point,
yeah,
the female one, the hench people has nunchucks in her hand. Literally, the next shot of her, it's a gun. I'm like, where'd the nunchucks go? You can't
in the back. I don't know. So
there's no place for them to go. Like I looked for them thoroughly.
I got nothing bad. I'm going to tell you right now. So I don't know. Anyway, I mean, good on her to upgrade to a gun.
Yeah.
Probably the best move if you're going to commit, B&E. So,
yeah. And then her accomplice has this tiny knife.
Very tiny knife. But, I think he gets stabbed. I don't remember. So anyway, but then while this is all happening, the snake got out.
Oh.
Seth sees the snake while he's waiting outside and has exactly how you should react to a snake outside. He starts shooting at it because that thing is crazy looking.
Mm-hmm.
But then the guys here, they go to leave, and then Taryn and Dada chase after tiny gun with the tiniest of guns.
Yes.
But shoots Seth in the face.
Like square
in the face.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then one of the head people is like, he's been shot, and they drag him into the car and they drive.
And I'm like, get him to a hospital. They don't get him to a hospital, but
no,
there's only one person goes to the hospital.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've been shot in the face. You might want to go seek medical attention. But he doesn't. Yeah. I mean, because he's Seth. He's we'll find out later. Seth is, I'm pretty sure, is the Terminator.
He's either that or a zombie. Like one of the two.
Be. So he's shot in the face. This is where we get the backstory for the snake because the guy finally gets a hold of them and he explains the snake is, hold on, because I wrote it down. The snake is toxic because it has been contaminated by cancer rats.
Yes.
couldn't a snake just be poisonous?
No.
No, but
No.
so cancer rats made this thing deadly.
Yes.
And then
Now,
we find out
I want to know where the cancer rats came from.
how, I don't know, man. This thing's got a whole lot of stuff going on. But then they say, because of like the toxins, this thing will just die on its own. And they're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. And I'm like, shouldn't we alert somebody? like you guys are government agents. I'm sure there's a government agency like, hey, you guys, but there's a snake loose. And it might kill people. So, at least 3 people this thing kills.
At least. There's probably a lot more that we don't know
Maybe,
about.
because this thing makes it all the way to the other side of the island and kills the honeymooners.
Right.
And then makes it all the way back to their house.
Yes.
With no mode of transportation other than its own body.
But that thing's probably got super speed.
It does not. They show scenes of it walking. It literally does not. I mean, it's got like a week to do it. Because I feel like a lot of time passes in this movie, even though I think it's only like 2 or 3 days, but we'll get into that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so after the home invasion, they go to Edie's. Second best line of the movie.
Okay.
This is when Taryn and Donna walk in, and there's Ashley, the maitre d', who's total scub. And he's like, hey, I got the best seat in the house. Right here on my face. And then Donna's like, why? Is your nose bigger than your dick?
Yeah. That line was great.
So great. I want that. If I could put that on a t-shirt, I would. But I feel like I would have to explain it. But
you wouldn't be able to wear it around kids.
I'm never around kids, so it's fine.
Fair.
Yeah. But, oh my God, I do. I want that on a shirt. It's such a great line. I love that line.
I don't know, like...
He doesn't remind you of your cousin, does he?
No. No, even though Taryn does remind me of someone else that I know. So, like,
wow.
Yeah. But no, this guy, the maitre d', is just the scuzziest guy.
He really is.
Like, in any movie I've ever seen. Like, literally every line is just, it starts.
It's just lecherous. Like, hey, yeah. Oh my God. Oh God, you are a lawsuit waiting to happen. Well, then we go to Edie's private booth, which is just a table in the middle of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. She owns the place. You figured she'd probably get a private room, but whatever. And then we get the weirdest scene in the film, which is saying a lot for me. But the Jimmy John drug speech that he gives to the ball players?
Yes.
Which has nothing to do with anything.
No, it doesn't.
But it's so weird because it's very specific about what all these vitamins are supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I think even the ball players are kind of looking at him like,
whatever, dude. We like who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're here trying to enjoy ourselves. We're not trying to buy like GNC ripoff products.
Oh, I know. And then poor Patty. Can we write a song for Patty, please? She just puts up with shit this whole film of guys on Twitter. Oh my God. And then we'll get into the other scene with Patty later, but like because there's a lot to unpack in that scene.
Yeah.
But fucking poor woman is just like I feel like her ass must feel like a pincushion after a day at work. She is just sexually harassed like for every second that she is on this job. And it's just like I feel bad for this woman. Can we start like a GoFundMe for her? Like I would do.
Yeah. It feels like every guy except for our 2 heroes, every single guy in this movie is just this. It's an island infested with really scuzzy, creepy, sexual assaulty guys.
I don't get that vibe from Seth.
You don't get that vibe from him?
I don't get that vibe from him. Well, mostly because he talks to women like they're people.
I mean,
he does.
No, I still get that vibe from him.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, like, he's pretty progressive. He's got, like, a female henchwoman. Like, who's totally badass, by the way. Where does she go, by the way?
I was about to say,
she just vanishes later on. We'll get into that.
After she stabs, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that, because okay. So, then we get the all-day fuck fest for Taryn and Jimmy John.
First of all, His name is Jimmy John Johnson. Can we
Jimmy John.
Jimmy John Johnson. It's
Was it Jimmy John Jackson?
Jimmy John.
Yeah, it was Jimmy John Jackson. Yeah.
Jimmy John Jackson.
Triple J. We'll call him Triple J.
Yeah, Triple J.
Yeah.
But you were saying, sorry.
So they're at this restaurant at night, and then she's like, "Oh, there's Jimmy John. Hey, let's go outside." Broad daylight.
Yeah.
And then, like, it is immediately day. And she just did time to get naked, and then he's just make out on the beach all day till sunset. But then they're still back at the restaurant. It's got to be the same time. Like, I think
it is.
I don't know. Time doesn't exist on Molokai. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they went to a beach in a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that must be some amazing fucking, because they were gone all day.
This is the scene where I wrote, does anyone wear a top in this film outside of the first scene?
I mean, a couple people, they're barely working. I mean, at all. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. So they're fucking all day. But then, because it's the next morning when Rowdy and, oh God, I don't know the guy's name.
I don't either. I don't think they ever say it.
It's Jade. It is Jade. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rowdy and Jade show up. And that's where we get the naked lawnmower joke with the ex-wife that I didn't get.
Yes. I didn't. Well, I got it.
Okay.
I understood the joke.
I was like, it didn't click for me. But anyway, because that's
we're getting to this part. Got it.
Because it becomes the infamous scene in this film of the guy in the skateboard. By the way, impressive handstand on the skateboard, by the way.
Yes.
Totally impressive. And then he skates by them. I love the doobies joke. The guys
I
doing
wrote
the heavy
that one
doobies.
down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He must have spoken some heavy doobies.
Heavy doobies. And then he gets down the end of the hill to get into a car. Like, all right, drive ahead. And then they get way ahead of Jade and Rowdy. And then the skateboard guy gets back out, grabs a blow-up doll.
Yeah.
And a gun to hide. So he's using the blow-up doll to hide the gun. And then he's skateboarding, but immediately when he is in eyesight of these guys, they say, look out, he has a gun. Like, this doll was not serving its purpose.
Did nothing.
Nothing. So then he shoots the tire. Jade's somehow shot by this.
Mm-hmm.
And this poor dude, he's still driving after being shot, by the way.
In the heart.
Yeah. And then so first off, Rowdy goes, let's get this guy. Not, hey, let me take over for driving here because you've been shot. No.
But don't worry. Jade says that he'll live.
He's been better. So then they back up. They hit him to a 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is catapulted into the air. And then they just shoot him with a bazooka. He blows up. And then for good measure, we get the blow-up doll.
Yes.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You are a fool and a communist if you do not believe this is the greatest scene that ever happened in cinema.
It's definitely top 3. It might be number 1. It probably is number 1. It's definitely number 1.
It's great. Everything about it is great. And then they drive away. Fucking Jade is still driving, by the way.
Yes.
This poor dude. Also, tire not flat anymore.
No.
Driving away. But whatever. Who cares? That scene, I could write a dissertation on that scene. Mm-hmm. I really could. I could do a thesis just on this scene of this is incredible.
I think even after he shoots the blow-up doll, I think Jade even goes, "You use the bazooka?"
And then he says, "That's the only thing I can hit a moving target with." And I'm like, "You are a danger to everyone around you, Rowdy." Well, then we go back to Edie's restaurant.
Yes.
Because they're by the way, Jade and Rowdy, the only people going to the hospital in this film.
Right.
Because he's been shot in the heart. And you should go to the hospital when you've been shot. Then we get the Michelle scene with Patty. And poor Patty.
Yeah.
She is opening up to Michelle. I don't quite understand what they're talking about, but whatever.
I don't either. There's
I
a
know
lot of conversations that I
there's
don't
a lot
understand.
of like maybe because I don't have boobs. Like I don't get it. And
Fair.
then anyway, Michelle, like the second like Patty's not out of the room and Michelle starts like undressing. Michelle's actually Michael.
Yes.
And I was like, why? But okay, let's just go with. And I love that everybody in this film gets undressed in real time.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
yeah. I even wrote the fuck. Michelle's a man.
I don't know how to broach this one. I don't know what you would probably call Michael Michelle here, so we're just going to move on.
Good call.
Anyway, so now Michelle ceases to be and Michael starts happening.
Yes.
Okay. Well, wow. Okay. Yeah. Then we get the stakeout where we find out that Shades is real serious about his throwing, where they have a binocular with one, so it's a monocular because it's not two but also super old camcorder, which looks like it has a VHS tape in it. But I kind of want that thing because that thing's kind of cute. Yeah.
I literally saw it and I was like, is that supposed to be designed like a Sony Walkman?
That's exactly what it is, but it's got a videotape in it.
Yeah.
So they're staking the joint, and then they go to the sumo place to make a phone call.
That was so random and out of nowhere.
I guess they are just the thing or they're in Molokai. I don't know. I've never been to Molokai, so I can't answer that question.
I mean, I can see it, but it's also just literally 2 minutes, one really weird, awkward joke
where Taryn's trying to communicate with them, but she's speaking Spanish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, kudos to her. She sold it like she believed that it was going to work.
That's true. She did.
Like, God bless Hope Marie Carlton. She really showed up for that bit. Like, she really did.
She was one of the best actresses in this movie.
Oh, she's great. Oh, she is so. I get sad because she's only around for a few of these, and then that's it. She retired, like, from acting, but like, she's just fantastic. Like, yeah, I because she's definitely the audience surrogate. Like, she is along with it because she's just like all these like agents, and then she's just like a normal person making James Bond jokes, and I love it.
Yeah.
Which is, it's like what I would be doing if I were blonde and hot and a woman. That's literally what I would be doing. So,
I mean, you're one out of the three. So,
which one is it though? Anyway, well, this is also where we get the dead honeymooners because the snake attacks.
Yes.
During the photo shoot there, but then Taryn and Donna do find them. And then they're like, come on, let's go. There's nothing we could do. I'm like, you could call someone.
Maybe
like the coroner.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if they ever did.
When you see their bodies, you're like...
Especially hers.
Yeah.
She's been dead for 3 years. She's been dead for 3 years in one day. Or two.
Looked at that
actually don't know how long they've been on the other end of this island for.
Yeah, I literally looked at this body and I went, God damn, what did that snake do?
Contaminated with cancer. I guess it's super cancer. This snake's got super cancer and just injects you with it. Well, then we go back to Edie's for the telecast broadcast with Jimmy Johns and the two football players.
This scene
is bonkers.
You go on.
I don't even want to describe it. So,
I will say that Andy Sedaris in this scene is just so. Yeah, I
really feel like this is probably something that happened to him. Considering that he used to work in sports broadcasting, sure. I feel like that's probably where this is some kind of like, this was hilarious when it happened to me. Luckily, I didn't get fired though. We could tell that joke here, and yeah, I really feel like that's like I'm gonna put this in here. That'll be fun. Yeah, because other than that, there's no reason for him and Jimmy Johns to be around this place.
No, and then Jimmy Johns is like, he's supposed to be like this main side character, and then after this he pretty much disappears
until the end of the movie when he's around for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, because anyway, oh my god, we're almost there, kids, but there's so much to talk about because I just want to keep going. So Oh yeah, and then we go back to Donna and Terrence to stock up weapons for the raid. So many more nunchucks. So many nunchucks. But
I'm literally watching this scene, and Edie's been kidnapped by this point.
oh yeah, no, Edie got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Michael, Michelle, and two of the goons for Seth just took her off the road, by the way. Really rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm watching this scene, and I'm going, your friend's been kidnapped.
There's no urgency for Edie. by the way.
None.
No. You know, but I mean, they know where they're going. They're going to get her in the morning, which is going to be in 18 hours. I don't know when this time starts. Because we have to talk about the rowdy Donna sex scene.
Yes.
Yes, because that man makes some unnatural noises.
That's where he gets his name from.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, okay, that actually tracks. So
I literally wrote down in my notes, Rowdy is awful ... Rowdy.
God bless you, sir. Okay. Well, anyway. Then we get line 4 out of 5. It's definitely in the top 5.
Oh, I know
she's like,
exactly what line you're going to use.
What's on your mind? And he goes, one man's dream is another man's lunch. And then Donna, perfect. You son of a bitch.
You son of a
That's like-
bitch is the most honest line delivered in this movie.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I would. Yeah, but oh my God. Holy shit. Jeez. Actually, there's another one I would go with, and it's also Terrence, but yeah.
Okay.
So this Donna, after they had loud, crazy sex, but then they go back in the house, and this is where Terrence gives my favorite line. Because they were like, well, you guys were watching that video for a long time. He's like, oh, we stopped to get something to eat. And then Terrence like, you shouldn't chew your food so loud. I love Taryn. God, I do. She's the best. Oh, God.
That
God, I fucking love this movie so much. I really do. This movie's amazing. Oh, Jesus.
knowing you, I know I know exactly why.
This movie's great. This movie's so great. Anyway, we're gonna go right into so Seth and Chang have a phone call. I do love it because I did have that phone that Chang had. Like my grandmother had that phone. Like I totally had that phone when I was growing up. Absolutely, I did. But anyway, then we get to the throwing scene, the frisbee death.
Hold on, let me see. This has got one of my favorite dialogue exchanges
With Colleen.
Corleen.
It's Colleen, but he says it weird.
Really?
in the credits, her name is Colleen. I swear to God. But it comes up like Corleen.
Hey, Corleen.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Let me double check. I might be full of shit. I don't think I am, though.
I don't think you are. I think it's very,
really
very
think her
probable.
name was. I feel like her name's actually Colleen. I have the IMDb up. Hold on.
Okay.
Where is it? Where is it? Colleen. Because the woman's real name is Colleen Nakasan. So yeah, that was Colleen. So Corleen.
Corleen.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
The line is the lines are, "Hey, Corleen, you've got a great ass," and then she goes, "So do you, Pilgrim."
And then fucks off the movies.
Never again.
So anyway, Rowdy and Shades are throwing but I feel like he only has the one move of just flip it up under the leg and then throw it.
Yeah,
He does that a
3 times.
lot. Yeah. Although the first time he does it, he is still holding an Uzi. So kudos to Shades.
Fair.
Absolutely. Then Rowdy switches it out for the razor blade, right? Like, because this is for the Molokai cops. And then shucks it through Shades' hand into his neck. Shades is dead.
Yeah.
If the blow-up doll scene didn't happen, this would be the greatest scene in this film.
Oh, for sure.
But it feels like it's just more insanity. So, but nothing tops that because you're like, that was just insane.
It's a gratuitous amount of blood.
I mean, he got hit with a razor blade frisbee that cut his fingers off.
Yeah.
That's going to bleed a lot.
I mean, I guess that is science.
Yeah. You know, it's not science. The decreasing power of the rocket launcher that he shoots indoors in this scene that doesn't kill everybody.
Yes! Oh, it gets weaker later on, but we'll get to that.
No, yeah. So I don't know. Although I do love that we get into the fight and then Jade breaks out the hand claws, which I feel like they should have went on the top instead of the bottom, but whatever. I mean, he fucks that guy up. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I literally wrote, where did those bear claw weapons come from?
They were in his pocket that somehow didn't stab him. So oh my god. Well, anyway, so they storm the house, they blow up the helicopter, everything's great. They're leaving. For some reason, Donna's not with them. She left separately.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what that had to do with anything. And then God bless Edie for paying attention. She's like, hey, who killed Seth? Because then we get the dirt bike out of the back of the van.
Oh,
because Rowdy's got to go to Donna because Donna's at home now, and the piece de resistance, Seth is at Donna's house, and let's go over the 900 ways it took Seth to die. Seth breaks in. He is at first off, he still has a bandage for when he's been shot in the face.
Yes.
Then Donna hides in a closet, and when he breaks in, she shoots him with a harpoon through the shoulder.
A random harpoon just laying around.
And So then she smacks the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
He falls over.
Mm-hmm.
She gets some ice to cool down. He snaps it off because he's still got the other hand sticking out. Then he's got his knife, proper switchblade.
Yes.
They have a tussle. She stabs him in the gut. He falls over. Gets up 30 seconds later. Donna's in the bathroom, goes to flush the toilet. Out pops the snake. The snake came back.
Surprise!
Oh my God, I love that scene. Dude, just that scene of it brought its own smoke machine. It shoots up through this fucking toilet. It's great. Donna freaks out, as you should.
Of course.
Runs away, and I'm pretty sure Seth sees her run out of the bathroom, but he's also just been stabbed twice and still bleeding profusely. Yeah. But he hears the noise in the bathroom. He goes over, he's going to kill Donna, and then opens up the door, snake bites him in the face. Seth finally dies.
Yeah.
It took 15 minutes to kill Seth in real time. Like, I feel like this was real time. Like, he finally dies.
Mm-hmm.
Donna retrieves her tiny little gun, which she always has, shoots this, God bless her, cracker jack of a shot, because she shoots this thing twice in the mouth.
Yes, and it's still alive.
Then Rowdy fucking breaks the house by driving the motorcycle through the wall.
That was glorious.
It was, but at the same time, you are paying for some like contractor work here. But,
that's true.
I mean, Jesus Christ, what if it's rainy season?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he shoots the snake with a bazooka that only blows up part of its head.
Yes, and it's a clean shot too. It really is great. Like
right down the chute. So line number 3 of the movie though is it happens immediately after this.
Oh yeah, yes.
Because Rowdy's like, where the hell did that thing come from? And then Donna says, would you believe from the toilet? And then Rowdy says, just when you thought it was safe to take a pee. But God bless Donna's spirit in this scene, because Donna just makes his face like, fucking really, dude? This is not the time of just like, oh. Correct face to make. Yes. Oh, God. Then we got to wrap up the loose end of Chang, because we got to go to Chang's office. Everyone goes to Chang's office, by the way.
Yeah.
In a limo?
Even Jimmy Johnson.
For some reason, is there now.
Yeah.
Why are you arresting a guy in a limo? I don't know. I feel like that's probably not the best way to do it. But
I don't think they went there to arrest him. Let's be honest.
Anyway, so this is where they give a little backstory of like, you know, of like Chang a little bit. We get up to his office. Rowdy beats his hired muscle for a good 3 minutes with the nunchucks.
Mhm.
Again, like in the face. But I love the face he makes halfway through. I'm like, fucking come on already. And then Donna's got her brass knuckle hands, and they're just like going to town on this guy.
Yeah.
He finally drops. Chang produces the sword.
Oh, God.
And then Rowdy pulls out his gun. I don't know why he's not going to hit the guy. But Donna pulls out the bigger gun.
The Magnum.
Which the face he makes. The face Rowdy makes when he sees the size of her gun.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yes.
So then Chang throws the sword.
Right. Well, he
He
kinda, like,
tries
pushes
to
it.
chuck it.
Yeah.
It's not how a sword works, but
No.
you're half Chinese. You should really know how a sword
Yeah,
works.
exactly. You have that hanging on your wall.
He does not know how a sword works.
Not at all.
Oh, God. Well, they shoot him. He falls out and he's dead.
Oh,
And
that was glorious.
that was so good.
That dummy that they clearly used.
God damn it. Yeah.
Perfect.
So good. Anyway, then we wrap up on the Malibu Express as we began.
Of course.
Where Taryn basically admits to theft, but no one's going to stop her.
No.
Yeah.
Because she's a civilian.
I don't think it works that way.
Are you sure?
You know what? Someone contact the Legal Eagle YouTube channel. We need to have him look this over. I really feel like they were tampering some evidence on this one, but who cares? She's going to share it with a friend, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yay, socialism. And then credits. So, wow, this was a long episode, but it's worth it because this movie's great. Okay. Andrew.
Yes.
Do you recommend?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
At least one time.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not for you, I get it. But it is such a wild experience that it's one you need to see to understand. Just, yeah, I guess. Absolutely, at least once.
I own it.
Of course you do.
Because I do. This movie is amazing. This movie is transcendent. This movie is everything you've heard. 20 out of 5 stars. Hard ticket to Hawaii. Buy it like yesterday. You just need to just see this movie a bunch of times. I fucking adore this film. Unironically, I love this movie. So that is this movie. I wholeheartedly am going to go through the entire series. That is going to happen. So some people are going to be real pissed, but because we're going to. There's a lot of movies in this series. A lot of people start showing up. Seth keeps coming back as other characters. He's in almost every one of them. He's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Rodrigo Obregon. God, rest in peace. I love you, dude. Oh my God. Anyway, that was Andy Sedaris' classic Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I have been your host, Andrew. You want to just tell the people where they can find you, what you've been doing?
Sure. I'm on Letterboxd under Andrew Barr. The A and the B being capitalized as one word. The fan leagues. You can find me there. Otherwise, you can find me, just hanging around, lounging, and relaxing, all cool.
I'm not going to finish it, so that was fun.
You're not a real Philadelphian, then.
I got into a fist fight in a Wawa parking lot this morning. I absolutely am a Philadelphian.
Fair. I did not do that this morning.
I own a gritty Christmas ornament.
I do too.
Yes.
And a fanatic.
It's pretty great. Anyway, I've been your host, Philadelphia. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Philadelphia PA, but I never post on Twitter because it's successful. And my Instagram is just memes and cat and food photos. It's great. You can also find me here on the Fan Leagues. You can find me here every other week hosting the show. You can also catch Feature Presentation Trivia League every Sunday, random teams match where 2 random teams are just pitted against each other. It's super fun. Every Wednesday, fantasy film fights with Peggy Gubbins. Always a blast. There's always signups for that. Other rotating shows, Champs Lunch, random games. Also, we have a Redbubble store. Buy our merch. We fucking love it. And also, coffee is in the description. I've got to remember to buy my hoodie. So with my own logo, because branding.
There is something that I know that Tony is working on for later in the year, which if that is still in the works, you will be able to find me on that as well.
That is interesting. I don't know when this is going to air, so maybe it already happened. I don't know.
I don't think so.
We record these well in advance. It's September. So anyway,
don't forget to check your kids' Halloween candy. So just for
yeah. Well, the last piece of candy I opened, it was actually just an ad to tell me about my car's warranty. So what are you going to do? Anyway, I am your host, Philadelphia. I'm going to wrap this up. Like, share, subscribe, Feature Presentation Productions. And I am saying goodbye and always remind you that in life there are no wrong answers. There are no right answers, but there are wrong ones. So take care.
Shut up and sit down.